Good afternoon and welcome to your favorite current affairs program. It's a weekly program where we create a platform for discussion on national issues. My name is Egosa Agbolao. It's always a delight to have you on the program. I must assure you that today's program promises to be a lively, educative, and of course, entertaining. A lot has happened in this part of the country, Edo State. And that has to do with the Edo 2024 governorship election. It's been held, results announced, controversies triggered. We heard of inspection of materials, a party not being allowed to inspect materials, allegedly, a lot of controversies. But we've moved past that stage now. Why the litigants, those who intend to go to court, are already filing in papers. A transition committee, 24 each, joint transition committee, 24 from the part of the incumbent governor, Godwin Obaseki, and of course the incoming from the governor-elect of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpewolo, 24 each. And we understand that after the inaugural meeting, controversies again. This time around, the APC is alleging that there are certain documents that they have requested for. They are yet to get it, and so they cannot attend such meetings with the transition committee of the state governor because they've not gotten those documents. The state governor's team has also replied that there are certain documents that the governor will personally hand over to the governor's elect. And there are certain documents that the transition committee will look at. So all these controversies are there. But my guest will look at it and will look at what is better for Edo State. What are their expectations? Should the governor-elect begin to probably think along the line of continuation? Because some persons say governance or government is continual? Or should the governor-elect have a different mindset of what he intends to do, separate from what Governor Obaseki has already done and others yet to be finished? That's the template. That's the platform for today's discussion. I have with me a very, very renowned analyst, a clergyman, Reverend Egosa Omori. Nice to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. I have an ambassador of peace, Dr. Ambassador Amos Arelogbe. Nice to have you with us today.
It's my pleasure to be here.
I also have with us a businessman, a youth leader, and a politician as well. A man who prefers to be called a farmer because he has always encouraged the youth to take to farming. Efosa Atoy. Nice to have you with us today.
It's a pleasure being here today.
Okay, so like I said, the template has been set, and we'll just start with Reverend Egosa Omori. Now, looking at the controversies, is it necessary, or the governor-elect should be thinking of what to do? What's your take?
Thank you very much for this very, very pertinent question. It's just that it's unfortunate that our people, we are always playing to gallery. What is transition from outgoing government to the incoming government?
Okay.
The outgoing government happens to be PDP, while the incoming government is APC. And that is the more reason this transition committee is being set up. When a party is the same taking over, there will be need for transition. And by this transition, what does it really mean? To prepare the journey thus far for the number of years you have been in government. Obaseki have been there now for 8 years. And everything he had done to date is documented to be handed over to the incoming government for them to peruse. And by going through it, if there are other things you need to ask, it is clear for you to ask. The government is not traveling out of this country, they are still very much around. There are people you can ask. There's a head of service who is a civil servant that have been part of this government. To let you understand something, the government is a government that goes on data. It's a government of data, e-gov. And e-gov means that you put it on the computer, you just see everything that has been done over the years. But these people said, no, we are not allowed. We want to have, what is it called now? Paper. We want to see it on black and white. You know, and I say, okay, black and white, no problem. They have also prepared it, hard copy for them. They are still claiming, no, we don't want this. There are some questions. Transition is not a law court where you ask questions. You say, when I come explain this thing. Explain to who now? Who are you to explain to? So it's just that it's just so unfortunate that we find ourselves in this long jam in our state. I just pray that they will understand better.
Thank you very much. We'll come back to you because there are other issues we'll be looking at. But let's take the opening remarks from Dr. Ambassador Amos Arelogbe. He's a very seasoned analyst as well, and he's someone that is well read. He knows this governance still very well.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You see, just like what my Reverend just said,
yes,
transition committee, they are not yet in charge.
okay,
It's like I'm going to hand over to you. He is the middleman. Because it is not of the same party. Now we are transiting from one party to another party. So I'm asking you, look, so that there will be free and fair playground. So what I'm transferring to you is this. It's for them to say, okay, this is what I'm receiving. Then if the incoming now comes in to say, this X, Y, and Z is what are the facts I want. Then if they couldn't produce it, that becomes an issue. For now, I don't believe there's any issue to be raised at all, or any alarm to be raised that this document is missing, this document is not missing. It is when the new incumbent have come in to say, where are these documents? Was it handed over to you? Then you cannot say, it wasn't handed over to me, but let's ask those that were there. And thank God, the way the governor have made it, some from his side and some from the incoming, is for them to come together. This is what we got. Just like as we said earlier, government or governance is a continuous process. It is not the end, and we still have about how many years more to take off. If they hit the ball, or if they fail to hit the ball on the run, it becomes a long process. But if they start, okay, let's get these things in place and start doing what we ought to do without waiting for excuses, I believe we'll go a long way.
okay, thank you. First, Ato, your opening remarks to this issue.
The transition committee, I don't think there's an issue there.
Okay.
Election has come and gone. How many days the handing over will be the governor-elect will be sworn in? This issue of we want to say it, I'm the one that said it, I'm the one. Who are you? I'm happy that the one from the APC, the former deputy governor, the former SSG, and other prominent people there. Yes, the quest, they want to know. But this issue of transition, at the federal, was it a different party? Buhari handed over to Tinubu. What are we saying? Is it the same party? Is it not the same party? These politicians that have no second address, they are the ones killing this country. And when you believe that governance is your right, so people since 99, they've been in power. The few times they are not in line with any governor, the governor is a devil. They will do election. They want this because they don't buy fuel. They want to live at taxpayers' money. Some of us that have not tested governance in any form, in any way. Somebody from federal will just retire and enter politics. You want to be a minister, you want to be this. You want to be riding on people's wealth. What I will say, the awareness of governance is everywhere. Nobody can take the state revenue. All eyes is now opened. We know what Oredo generates as revenue. we know what they go generate, and we know what the federal government is bringing. So the era when somebody will say, we've said it, we'll share it, nothing will happen. The governor that is living now, was he not APC? In the 99, we did not see him. The governor-elect that is coming now is not popular among politicians. So if the same thing he come and said he's not going to share money, these same people will fight him. 2016, all the people saying this governor is evil, 2016, they were the one championing him. I don't get alert. The same people. So to me, I believe this transition is to expose everybody. 2016 it was APC, 2020 was PDP. The most important is an Edo man. An Edo man is handing over to an Edo man, not a foreigner. So the transition committee, this is not the time to, this is what I did, give us. Study it. During the transition, let them swear in the governor-elect. This issue of we have for this paper, sometimes when I see some persons addressing, we demand, who are you to demand? Till tomorrow is still the governor of this state. It's tenure. That was why they conducted election and for smooth transition. Even the people who celebrated democracy in America, Donald Trump did not even hand over to the next president. He walked out. That is his prerogative. When people are just trying to drum battle when there is no battle, there is hunger in the land, there is no money. You know, the president has assured Nigerians that the policy will work. We are still waiting for it to work. And though the governor is handing over to an APC elected governor, which some of us are very happy. Yes, election has come, nobody died. Has come. So if they are going to court, they should go to court. Now he's a governor. He's not a governor of APC. He's a governor of Edo State. Once he's been sworn in, the day they say bring allocation, he refused. They will call him names. They will fight him. We know these things, okay. And that is it.
Thank you, Atoy. That's very lengthy opening remarks. We'll come back to you, but you've talked a lot, and I think what I get from what Atoy has said is that the persons in the transition committee, the joint transition committee, they know themselves very well.
Yes.
Because some used to be in the other party.
They are the same thing.
They defected. So that's what he's saying.
They change their shirt. So they are the same people.
The most important thing is that they should work amicably in the interest of the Edo people.
Yes.
There shouldn't be bickering. There shouldn't be friction. It should be smooth transition. Let's see what the incoming has in store. And that's exactly where we are moving to now. We are diving to in this discussion. We know that on the 12th of November 2024, a new governor will take charge. Until then, the incumbent, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, is the governor. Some persons seem to be making a mistake about that. He's the governor till the final day because by constitution, he's empowered. So it is believed that the Edo people will continue to work according to the constitution and not allow friction, not allow crisis. Just let this transition be peaceful. Reverend Omori, now, Governor Obaseki has his fans. There are some persons who are celebrating Governor Obaseki. They will tell you, go to the secretariat at Saple Road. He turned that place to like an international center where civil servants now have, they feel that their welfare has been improved. They feel that they've been given the right, the conducive working environment. There are some persons praising him. Some will say he did this, he did that, but some of them will say, oh, he should have done this, he didn't do this, he should have done that. So he has his fans. He also has those who are not his fans. It's normal. The incoming governor, Senator Monday Obaseki. Senator Monday Okpebholo, pardon me. Senator Monday Okpebholo, the incoming governor, is the governor-elect now. What advice do you have for him? Should he continue with the policies of Governor Obaseki, or Senator Monday Okpebholo should come with a brand new policies? What's your advice? Because that's the most important aspect. We've seen presidents, we've seen governors. After swearing in, months after, no cabinets. Should Monday Okpebholo fall into that kind of trap?
Thank you.
Yes.
My brother, let me just say something. Obaseki remained my hero.
Okay.
He's a man of impeccable character. Edo likes, we remember him. I'm telling you this from the depths of my heart. I'm a servant of God. The Bible says, woe unto you if all men speak well of you. Everybody will not speak well of him, but you can point to his achievements. There's no saying, let me tell you, if somebody hates you, he maligns you. He gives names that are not your name. He fabricates stories about you. So Obaseki had laid a solid foundation. So my advice to Senator Monday Okpebholo, who is the governor-elect, is to build on the legacies of this man. But I have a caveat. The kind of people surrounding him will not allow him to do anything good.
That's your personal opinion, Reverend.
No.
It's your personal
His
opinion.
government is the government of proxy. He going to govern by proxy. Don't do that about it.
I reiterate, that's your personal opinion.
Okay, it could
because
be.
It may not, you may not turn out that way.
You may take it like that, but I am telling you, I'm a servant of God, I'm telling you, he's going to rule by proxy. As we speak, he's already infighting.
So what's your advice for him?
I say
no need for you to dive into his own political
legacies of Obaseki.
Yes.
Obaseki has laid a good foundation.
So which of the areas?
Now, in the issue of infrastructure.
Okay.
Yeah, so you were just talking about Secretariat moments ago. Go to Iyaro, the College of the Ministry of Education.
It has not been completed.
Oh my God in heaven. He had done over 75% of that work.
Still has not been
completed.
completed.
To health health technology. Go there. The School of Nursing, they now issue OND and HND. Go to College of Agriculture. Judges' quarters. On and on and on. Look at the refinery. Look at you talked about electricity, just now, power. Power. You see, all these are areas you can highlight that he had done. So the incoming governor, as he's sworn in, he should be able to look for technocrats who can help him harness all this work. That's why the transition committee, they would have helped themselves if they were part of it, so that they can peruse the documents. In that transition committee, there are documents of work ongoing, how much have been paid to the contractors, and what have you. There is another document that contains Edo State government properties. All these are documented, so that you will not miss out. You will have an insight. Oh, so Edo State government own this, Edo State government own this, Edo State government own this. They are all there in black and white. So thank you. Pray for him that he will learn from the man he's taking over from.
Thank you very much. You have just said, you just expressed your opinion. Ambassador of peace. You are always for peace.
Yes.
See, but what's your advice for Senator Monday Okpebholo?
One thing is certain. Every elected officer or government that is coming in has its own agenda.
Okay.
Like what I have in mind, if I was to be the person preparing to swear in now, I have my own agenda before I contested, before I was now the before I became the governor. Elected. Now, one thing I will do is take those things at a mind already done by Obaseki, look at it carefully. Oh, this is at the good place he have done. There are some uncompleted projects. Make sure it is completed. not abandoned. Then the one you have in mind again, then bring it out and look for the credible people that will do it, not sycophants. Make sure you involve those, everybody, carry everybody along. Because once you are sworn in as a governor, you become the governor of everybody, no longer your party alone. It becomes everybody.
Okay.
So it's for him to annex everybody. And I know there are some people who also contested with him. Look for how you can annex. See, no man is an island of knowledge. By the time you annex everybody, what can you do? Let's bring to the table. Let's make take Edo to the next level, a higher atmosphere. You see, everybody will forget about whether his party is this and that and that. But when you have an inclusive government, everybody comes in, tap from all human energy and resources. You have a better state. That's what I want him to do, to know this. Harness people, call people together, and build a better Edo state. Because Edo is for all of us, not for one political party or ethnic group.
Yeah.
It's for everybody. The reason why you want to contest, or the reason you contested, is for you to bring a better governance to the people, to leave a landmark. In developed world, all they are after is good name, not their pockets. Yeah. It's only in Africa you see, I want to acquire this, I want to buy private jet, which is wrong. The money you came to meet and the money that has been entrusted to you, it is not for your personal use. Yeah. It's for these people. Why is it that we are also crying? I passed through Sapler Road yesterday, going to see my son in BIU, but I was crying.
Why were you crying?
Because the road is bad. Not to talk about Ekpoma Road, we shouldn't go there. These are the things we should be able to do. Say, what do the people need? Let me give the people good governance to leave a mark. So by the time you do this, people will sing your praise. It's for you to call everybody together. Not forget about whether my party, your party. No, it is no longer a party system anymore. It's for us, seek good advice, seek good ideas, and do the right thing.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amos. Now, let's assume the governor-elect, Senator Monday Okpebholo, is watching this program. Now, we've talked about the bickering between the two committees. Now, we say, let's go above that. What should the governor heed from your advice? We want to hear that advice.
My advice to the governor-elect is that he should, by now, he should ask question why everybody left, most people left the PDP and joined APC to make him win. He should ask the question, do they like him or they want to share the money? My advice for him is very clear. The day he can promise anybody anything now so that he will reach that day for the swearing in. He should not be carried away because we know what happened. We cried at the time that we thought a savior came. When he was a governor, he was using a helicopter to go to his village. 8 years, it was a helicopter. The road was even still manageable. He did not say, I want to leave a legacy. But he tried to his people. He built hospital. He brought so many things. Before he became governor, his village, that place was a village.
Can you talk about Monday?
Yes, I'm saying about Monday.
Yes.
Now,
I say, assuming he's watching you now. So why don't you just hit the nail on the head?
Wait now. Let me position the nail. From those who have let me position the nail.
Yes.
Today, from different angles, you will check. Like the Reverend said, the governor is his own mentor. He's not my mentor. He came to this state to do business and they gave him power. And if they say I should ask him, how far have he done? Without any fear or favor, he has done marvelously well. In the area of agriculture, I will tell you one thing my party, my people will say, don't say. But I'm not a coward. The place, the ADP, the agricultural up there, before Godwin Obaseki came in, they've already partitioned it for themselves to share. But go there today now. He has transformed that place. And now, the seedlings I'm planting, I share to some of my members. I raise it there. But I'm not his fan. But he cut across being my mentor or what. He's only governor let me tell you one. Let me say it here. I want the governor-elect
yeah.
to hear this. I wrote to Mr. Governor. He did not see me. He attended to my application and referred me. And all I asked, he provided it for me. He did not ask me whether I'm this party, whether I'm not party. He said they should just confirm if this is what. But people did not believe this. And in terms of employment, he made it very clear. He never honored any list of this now party list or that list. And that is where I believe problem started. Because somebody who was with me wrote an exam, passed, without spending a dime, and he was employed. So many people like that. And that is what governance is all about. The present governor-elect now, my kindly advice to you, before you became governor, you'll be spending your money in providing security, providing people, assisting people in your senatorial. Now you are not in the senatorial now. You are now in the state. Yes, develop the state. Edo South governor has handed over, will hand over to you. Edo State now, there is a foundation. From that foundation, build. Even if it's small, the foundation is solid. Go to Central and build on top of what Ali did. Because apart from Ali, no other thing happened there. So if you are developing it, nobody will cry foul. Because when he was in Edo North, he developed one place there. Let them know that a man in the Central, you are in Edo State, in Benin. The water project. My advice for you is not this government. You can start probing all the money for ecological fund, for water, for this thing. It's not about the governor, it's continuous. It's only in this time, there's no governor of Edo State has been probed, apart from 99. Let us start from after the Osumbo time. I'm begging this governor, if you want to probe, let us start. Because that was where the downfall of this state started from. When money for development was being diverted, building refineries outside the state. So as a new governor-elect, don't be scared. We know the kind of people that supported you. They were tired because they said the traditional institution, look, this time around now, our ancestors will bless you. Don't look at faces. Be bold to tell any politician, politics is not a CEO. Politics is a vehicle of governance. Those who have good ideas will come, occupy position, and develop your state. We are running to Canada, running to America, running to Italy, running to everywhere because they have stable light. Let us support the government that at least introduce Oslomo. Let us build more Oslomo. We have Azura plant. Let us see how we can bring light. If I don't have light, we are not lazy people who will develop. The road we are doing. So, Mr. Governor-elect, sacrifice, yes, will come. But I tell you, be bold enough. But wait till, if you start talking now, they might do something. Just keep quiet. After they swear you in, as they swear you in, unveil your this thing and develop a door.
Okay, so Senator Monday Okpebholo, you heard.
Yes.
You are the governor-elect now. One of my guests has just said that you should be patient until 12th of November.
Yes.
Once the baton has been handed to you and you'll be sworn in, you now have the legal power, the authority as the governor of Edo State, then you can reveal your true colors. That is what he's saying.
Yes.
But we hope that your true colors
It will be good. It will be
the
good.
true colors that will bring development
To Edo.
State. My guests have said that you are not governor of any ethnic group. You are governor of Edo State. You must let your signature, you must allow whatever you are going to do affect all nooks and crannies of the states. And that is very, very important because you cannot really say this man voted for me, that man voted for you. You know, you just have votes. They will say votes from this place. Votes. So you are governor of Edo State. Let your impact be felt in every area, in every corner of Edo State. Is it road infrastructure? Let it be fed. Is he in the education sector? Let it be fed. Is he in terms of commerce? Let it be fed. That is what my guests have emphasized. We have a lot to talk about because this is an opportunity for us to actually unveil expectations. Some states have exceeded Edo State now in terms of minimum wage. When Governor Obaseki announced minimum wage of 70,000, there was an uproar in Labour House. The members of the labor unions, civil servants were ecstatic. But we must commend Governor Obaseki. He also said that he will wait to see what the federal will do instead of minimum wage so that they will now also know what to do. So in other words, a new governor is coming in. Some states have agreed now to pay 80,000 as minimum wage.
85.
Some have agreed to pay more than 80. So it has to do with the states, what you can afford. So
But
I believe that when the new governor comes in, the workers will also want to know what Senator Monday Okpebholo will do in terms of minimum wage, because it's all about governance. But I'm not to do the talking. We'll meet my guest to give us expectations. I will start with Reverend Omori. Expectations now. We've just looked at one area now.
Yes.
Governor Obaseki became hero in Nigeria when he announced 70,000. That was above federal government at that time because negotiation was still going on. Now some states are paying
85.
above 70 now.
Lagos State pay 85.
So, what's your expectation from Senator Monday Okpebholo?
First and foremost,
Yes.
most call a spade is paid. You know, we have passed the era in those states where salaries are not paid as at when due. So we expect the incoming governor-elect, you know, to be holistic about it, to be religious about it. Civil servants, you know, on the 25th, their salary comes. They get a lot.
Pensioners.
The pensioners get their money. So if there is deviation from that, it will also tell on the capacity of the coming governor. Outside that, we also expect him to bring up the list of the civil, the commissioners and what have you on time so that he can hit the ground running. Then we talk about the outgoing government. They operate in Govt, no longer kind of fights. So my fears, I may be very wrong. All civil servants are now used to Govt, a computer system of transaction of government activities. And we are praying that he will be able to apply the same process, because it will be a very disservice to the civil servant who will now be asked to go back to be carrying file from one table to the other, when before now is just a direct communication between your immediate boss and the approving officer. Then you now also have to look at the training of civil servants. It's a continuum. Many civil servants today, you know, you will be surprised the kind of training they have acquired over the years. Teachers, I know the teachers that are employed today are all well trained. We remember in this state there was a governor who embarrassed the teacher. Say he couldn't read. He couldn't read. Say he couldn't read. Say embarrassed on the public television. So the teachers we have today, they have been well trained. So he has to build on this that he met on ground. So there are many other things that
Yes,
he also
we'll come back to you for those other things that you still have in mind to itemize and highlight on this program, because the people are watching, and those people are watching, and the expectations are high. Before you know, it will be 12th of November. And those people, not only those people now, those people in diaspora, in short, okay, Amos just said it.
Yeah.
around the world, everybody, because the world now is one community. They watch what is happening. So what are your expectations, Dr. Amos?
My expectation is this. Just like I said, forget about party differences now.
Yes.
Do the right thing, what is needful. Because there are things laid down that needed to be completed or ought to have been completed by now.
Okay.
Just like you said, you make mention of the IARO,
The Ministry of Education,
now.
fantastic structure
You
there,
see,
but it's not completed.
It's not completed. But if that one can still be going on, and why other things take place. One thing we need in Edo State, one of the things, major things we need in Edo State is good road.
Okay.
Because I cannot say he has the power to control most prices or the fuel. Because once the fuel increases, everything in the market is calculated. But if we have our own refinery, the modular this is now that was going on, if they can complete it, we have our own fuel. We can sell that about the way we want. One thing I want us to understand: in Edo State, we have everything it takes to build road. We have bitumen, we have the asphalt. We have so many things in Edo State that we can say we can depend on our own. It's just because we are not focusing our mind on it or pouring more energy on it. We have all these things, all these natural resources to say if Edo State is a country of its own, we can survive without receiving sources or federal support. We have it in us. I think about yesterday or so, I learned that our IGRO has gone up to 500 something billion. One thing is certain: if we can have good governance, we have light, constant light. Like what my brother said, we are not lazy, and we make everywhere conducive. Tackle insecurity. Most farmers cannot go to farm. Why? Because the bandits, they are gaining forces. If we can have our own security more, strengthen them, make sure all our borders are well protected, we do the thing that is right, I believe Edo State will be the best in the world.
But before I allow you go, you just talked about road infrastructure.
Yes.
The need to build roads. Now, one of the setbacks that this government experienced, it is in the public domain. The governor made it clear that the federal roads, Sapele Road is a federal road, Benin Agbo Road, it's a federal road, in a very bad
Condition.
state. Now,
Road.
this Benin Ekpoma Road, another federal road. Now, would you advise this incoming governor to take up the construction of federal roads?
For me, there are what we call palliative. And there are also adjoining roads closer to the major roads. If it is okay now, have you ever traveled from road to Abuja? Before we do pass through Auchi inside.
Auchi Road.
But now those ones are state road done before by the state government. But they are now worse. Why? Because the trailers and all those barricades that were put there to stop them, they've taken it off and they are passing it, and the road is now bad. If those state roads are properly done and make sure you use the right materials for it, everything will go fine.
What about federal road?
The federal road, I said, you can use palliative. If the federal said don't touch it, you leave it for them. I remember if you and I were still in Edo State when a governor, the former governor of this state, was trying to do that 5 junction and Ugbowo road. It now caused a controversy that this is federal road, don't do this in. But he now said, my people are the one passing through this road. Until it now got the attention of the federal government. Okay, for you to take the glory, we will do it. Now, the people passing through Sapele Road, Ekpoma Road, they live in Edo State. We are all citizens here. So if you can do palliative measures for us, we federal government say don't touch it. Because then I do believe that when you do federal government road, they will pay you back. But since they say, if I don't know this because I'm not in the government, if they say don't touch it, there's palliative so that people can pass. That is why you see food stuff. You can remember when that Ekpoma Road was bad. So many trailers, so many livestock, so many farm produce. Many
spoiled, yes.
Why? Because they couldn't get to us. And that now caused scarcity. So if there's a good network road, new multiple road for people to pass, convey their goods, even cars transporters. You discover that yeah, everywhere will be okay. But when each time they go to the workshop because the bad road and all, and it affects everybody.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Amos. First, Atoy, now your expectation.
Let me toe the line of what
Okay.
you just said about road. Let me tell you,
Okay.
which is federal, which is state government, is corruption. We have stone. The incoming governor now, the governor-elect, if he declare road
State of emergency.
emergency on roads in Edo State, I'm telling you, in 2 weeks' time, all the federal road will be free. I've not seen wicked minds. If this road, our houses are very close, we will do it. It's only few persons that when they are building their houses, they do the road. Till today, let me tell you, people will cook something in their house, come to the major road and throw the water there. Nobody is talking. I want this governor elect, because the governor going now, he has a master plan. I have some copies now. Let this governor elect come and streamline and bring Edo State master plan and work with it. We don't have GRO again. All the GRO in Edo State now, in Benin, is now a marketplace. It's a noisy place, clubs, churches everywhere. You be in GRA, they will rob you because we don't even know those there. It's called government reservation area. The government reservation is only government house. Every other place is a marketplace. This governor elect should come and do something. And on roads, let me tell you, Benin Sapele Road, there is a Hold Road. I went to the Asa Central, their Hold Road is still functional. I went to Edo North, their Hold Road is still functional. Why is it that the Hold Road in Edo South, people will just build house on it? The governor-elect, I'm telling you, the problem we have in this state is indiscipline. The places that they've mapped, that water will go in, after dry season, somebody will surfill it and build on it. It will cause problems to those who have been existing. You will look at all the houses erosion is taken up, are those houses that were built 40, 50 years ago. Whereas the houses they just built 10 years ago, they will raise the foundation. Where the water is going to, nobody is talking. And these poor people cannot longer come and go to their houses. One is Jume's. When they raise Jume's, they want to put a shop right there. They raised Jume's, and all the houses around there were submerged. This time around now, the government has acquired. We were having government property commission and the agents that checks property. Our chief water was the chairman, other people. The street light they are putting at night, you will see a vehicle, it will just jam and destroy it. It will come and settle and go. Nobody is held responsible. This government that is coming, what the outgoing government has done, putting infrastructure, and those people, they should not be sacred cow. Government properties, some persons go to ATT. Some persons will just go to government land and be building. Look at Airport Road. Somebody will just build filling station. Not approved. The lawlessness in this state, look, there are so many things that this incoming governor will do. And if he do the right thing, I pray our ancestors will protect him, because they cannot destroy him. From how he started, from the primaries, how he became the governor-elect, is not an easy journey. So he should not be afraid of those who operate at night or in the sea, in the mountain. It should just, my prayer for him. There are so much to be done. It's not to fight the outgoing governor. Election has come and end. All you just need, Mr. Governor-elect, wait, study whatever they hand over to you. Yaya Bello has handed over. They'll be finding him. Yaya Bello. So there are many governors. It was it last time I saw the Anambra former governor, EFCC. Look, if the outgoing governor has skeleton, wherever he go to, they will find him. So this is not the issue of the transition committee. What we should be praying for this governor-elect now. Nobody will derail you, Mr. Governor-elect. Since the Edo people INEC have declared that you are the winner. We are happy to have a peaceful election and you have come to be the governor-elect. The people that are surrounding you, mob, they did the same thing in 2016. And when the right governor, when he said, look, this is what I will do, the fight starts. So in the same time, I will say this, governor-elect, please be patient. When you take over, as you take over, get the right people, especially this road. If they say our stone in Ofosu
Okay.
can settle all the potholes in Edo South. Now they say the stone in Edo North can cover all the gully in Edo Central. So why all this suffering? Why all this suffering? They say it's federal road. On that part of the governor, it was politics. Politics are ended.
Okay, thank
so
you.
So let us work and hit the ground
Your
running.
closing remarks, Reverend Omori, just a quick one. Closing remarks.
Let me appreciate God for a very wonderful election that was conducted. Thank God that no life was lost. Thank God that we are all living in a peaceful environment.
Yeah.
Now, we have a few weeks to go for the change of our government. Our prayer is that as the government changes hand, let the whole state move up. Let no evil prevail in the state.
Thank you very much, Reverend. Ambassador.
Yeah.
Amos,
Just like as I always say, let it be all inclusive.
Okay.
Let us have a better Edo State. Better, we are going higher and higher.
Thank you very much. Professor, closing remarks?
My closing remark is that the governor-elect is a computer guru. So he will not leave eGov and go to analog. So he's a computer guru. So eGov has come to stay. No hiding place for tick, 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 tick. So the governor-elect, take that. You are a computer guru. You have an establishment. Whether according to or not according to, he has a laptop. He has a laptop. So he's a computer guru. eGov, we must stand. Tell them all this transition, they should go to eGov. They should stop looking for paper. That is my.
Thank you very much. So you can see that my guests have just posited that digital governance
must stand.
is what we must adhere to. Governor Baseke will be remembered for eGov, everything digital, ministries digital. That's a good one. Paperless governance. He got an award for doing that recently. And we know that the incoming governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, surely will be thinking along that line. Scientist. I want to thank my guests, Reverend Mori. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dr. Ambassador Amos Arelugbe, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Efo Atoy, thank you very much. I thought you were talking about agriculture, so that the incoming governor can also invest, but next time we'll look at that. So that's the show. My name is Ego Sagbonlao. Bye-bye.